Let's check what's on TV today.
Who else but But I feel like some of us should be slaves again.
There's always stupid shit on TV. Where's the remote? I need to switch it before I go crazy. What the fuck am I watching?
A few moments later.
That was amazing. The music, the style, the what they're wearing, it's unreal. I need to know more about them. I just have to, man. They're from Quebec. You fucking heard it correctly. Angine de Poitrine is from Quebec. It's been long overdue that we have another band / artist that just blows up from Quebec. Math rock beasts that just deserve their popularity so much. They're so weird. They're so fun to watch and listen to. I'm so happy, seriously. And like I said, it's been long overdue. These motherfuckers. Bad Religion too, like, come on. It's been like over 20 years. We finally fucking made it. Generally. Shout out to all the YouTube nerds that keeps reacting to them. I fucking love you. Thank you for making Quebec music alive. And yeah, no, hell yeah. Shout out to Angine de Poitrine, seriously. Now there's some artists like Angine de Poitrine who made it out of Quebec and reached huge success. Just like Cryptopsy over here and Godspeed Black Emperor, who are well known for their genres, well known in the music industry in general. French music didn't really blow up out of, like, in the world in general, but us as consumers of incredible art and how culturally developed we are in Quebec, we managed to just have still, like, classic albums that are just incredibly influential to our scene, into our art, into our culture. This is why I present to you my top 10 essential Quebec albums. In this list, I'll try not to include artists that blew up internationally, just like Angine de Poitrine, Cryptopsy, Bad Religion, Godspeed Your Black Emperor, Simple Plan, and Angine de Poitrine. They deserve their flowers, but seriously, these records probably influenced mostly Angine de Poitrine, and they also deserve their flowers. Also, I want to keep this list mostly and almost even strictly francophone, which means French. Why? Because with this language, we've made a culture around it and we've made music with it that still are considered classic here in Quebec. And I just want to show you that even with this language barrier, you can still enjoy this wonderful music that we've made, these beautiful gems that we've made with this language. So yeah, let's just get to it, man. So starting out with the really, really heavy one, Dans Novembre by Les Collègues.
Dansez-vous de là, il faut que je voie mon chum. Ça fait longtemps que je l'ai pas vu, il était parti, il était pas là. La dernière fois que j'ai parlé, son cœur était mal à manger. Sa tête était dans un étau, il était pas beau. Il y avait de la coke dans les yeux, il y avait de l'héros dans le sang. Il y avait...
Now what I mean heavy is not musically, just really the story behind it. This one has to be mentioned because it is a classic in, you know, the scene in our region, and like I said, the story behind it is ultimately the main reason why I put this album in this list, is because in 1998 this album dropped. 2 years later, Dédé Fortin, the singer and songwriter in the group Les Colocs, committed suicide via killing himself with a knife.
Moi je fais mon chemin dans la foule en espérant qu'une chose, c'est de voir ton visage ou de t'entendre crier avec ta voix immense et ton cœur qui explose. Aidez-moi, mon chemin dans la foule en espérant qu'une chose, c'est de voir ton visage ou de t'entendre crier. J'en ai plein mon casque, mais c'est pas encore l'overdose. Aidez-moi, aidez-moi.
Now you might ask a couple questions. Why is this so heavy? Why does it have to be so mentioned? Why did you specify how he killed himself? Let me tell you this. I want to say hi to this motherfucker. While listening to this album, you might think, oh, this is really fun. These are really, really insane, cool, funky, reggae-ish instrumentals. But lyrically, this album is fueled with crippling depression and suicide.
Le mois passé, j'ai vu une chatte, je l'ai surnommée Elisabeth. Elisabeth et Belzébuth dans mes oreilles. Le beat est bon. Après ça, j'ai regardé la TV.
It's just a really sad album. Dédé Fortin was fighting with crippling depression. He had mental problems. I couldn't even imagine the reaction of people after he killed himself. I mean, when this album dropped, I'm sure people were just like, oh, it's just another album by Les Colocs and everything. But post Dédé Fortin's death, it must have been outrageously difficult to listen to. And especially right now, I think without his death, this album would be completely different. Absolutely different. If he would still be alive, I think it wouldn't be as recognizable or just sought after album, you know, in art, you know, in Quebec in general. It would just be like a great Coloc album. But no, it just changes the whole fucking thing, which is why I think it has to be mentioned.
Me monte à tête, ça arrive comme ça naturellement. Je suis chimiquement fait pour la fête. J'ai beau faire une tête d'enterrement, y'a personne qui me prend au sérieux. J'suis très jeune.
Now, the only reason why it's really low on my list, well, first of all, the track U-Turn, it's fucking garbage. And two, well, it's not really for me. You know, there's songs or albums you just can't describe why they're not for you. You just like, it's not for me. This album, that's pretty much it. Number 9, we have this one, Petite Défaite by Corias. Yes, I would rather listen to this album. It's just not for me. I'm sorry. Dal Navam is not for me. I'm sorry. I grew up with this. This has more emotional feelings to me. People, 99% of people would say, oh, the other album is better. I'm sorry. Les Colocs is not for me. I'm sorry. Back to the preview.
Pourquoi que le monde m'écoute? Parce que je me démarque de ceux qui brillent moins, qui parlent mais qui disent rien. Des bagues puis des billets de vin dans ma lettre trash talk, insipide des track poches, rien qui kill.
So an era of Corias that I really, really miss. Back when it was funny, slick, and he just didn't give a fuck. While this album is still filled with awesome beats and just incredible wordplay, like genuinely, the Eminem influences on this are so like it's like 2 water drops. There's literally no difference.
Que je sois en banlieue de Montréal ou dans la ville de Québec, je sais que c'est impossible ici de devenir riche et célèbre. Je me contente de faire ma musique puis de kill avec mes textes. Puis que les gens me disent que je suis plus sick puis que mes lyrics c'est les best. 4,5, 9 à 6, on voit s'empiler les dettes. Y'a des limites à mon empire même si j'ai visé les vrais. Mon cadran sonne 8h moins 20, je me tire puis je me lève. Je souris mais je suis pisse d'être obligé de déguiser mes gestes. Mon boss qui me dit d'un
Our French-Canadian Eminem, and if you look at it, his whole like career and discography, it literally might as well be the real Slim Shady. So yeah, his version of the Marshall Mathers LP just proves how Quebec is filled with immaculate hip-hop. A lot of people will tell you there's no good hip-hop in Quebec or just French language in hip-hop. You're wrong. You're dead wrong. It's just fantastic, man. It's unbelievable. I grew up with this album. This was my exposure of French rap, and yeah, childhood memories. Shout out to you, father.
Dans mes veines, j'ai des 8 PM. Mes speakers saignent, ma vie est laide comme un été de merde. Quand la pluie est frette, j'ai mis ma tête dans ma vie t'es verte. Un t-shirt fresh, j'ai mis mes pants, puis des sneaker Vans. L'habit du guerrier qui se promène dans la vie urbaine.
Next up is a really, really huge one in the province of Quebec. La Grande Messe, Cowboy Fringant.
Je m'arrête un instant pour te parler de ma vie. Juste comme ça, tranquillement, dans un bar rue Saint-Denis, je te raconterai les souvenirs bien gravés dans ma mémoire de cette époque.
Now this album might be the most folky, like filled with folklore, like the most folky album in this list. You need to understand that in Quebec music, folk rock, just folk music in general is super, super important in our culture. And it's all over our music. Whatever it's hip hop, whatever it's rock, whatever it's anywhere, you will hear folk influences because that's how we started in Quebec. That's our music, that's our imprint. And over this album, it's all over the place, genuinely. And it's executed so well, so beautifully.
J'avais jamais su de quel pays qu'elle venait, ni même l'âge qu'elle avait ou comment qu'elle s'appelait. Mais tout le monde la surnommait la reine, dans le bout de la rue Sainte-Catherine et de la Maine. Elle se promenait dans le quartier.
I say it's huge because it has hits all over the record. Les Étoiles Filantes, TQ, Plus Rien, all beautiful tracks that just made it in the radio all over the place. They're actually, fun fact, the most streamed artists in all over Spotify and Apple Music. And I think this record, Grande Messe, got 2 times platinum, I believe, which is huge for a Quebec album. So yeah, the biggest band in Quebec ever, the biggest, most streamed artists in Quebec. Love about this album is the folky atmosphere they have around the album, and the political and conscious lyricism in the whole entire album. So well executed. Everything on this. The orchestral feeling too, it's not just folky, but it's very orchestral. Also, Marie-Annick Lépine, who just shreds on the violin on this whole album and their whole entire career. I've seen them twice live, and she fucking goes nuts. She's an incredible violin player. Shout out to her. On the whole record, it just adds such a beautiful touch, an orchestral feeling that for those kind of songs, those kind of lyrics, just this whole song structures, it just adds, it's just the cherry on top. Seriously, shout out to her. I think she's probably my favorite member in the album. She's just so cool.
Mais quand on t'a brisé, la vie est bien plus malaisée.
Yeah, so yeah, incredible album. I also grew up with this album heavily. My mom would play it all the time. So yeah, deep connection to this album. The singer Cal Tremblay, who briefly passed away, I want to say 3 years ago now. Time is really passing. It's already been that fucking fast. Yeah, no, it was such a recognizable voice in Quebec. And yeah, rest in peace. Fantastic, phenomenal album.
En attendant, dors bien, on se reparle demain.
Now the next one is super fucking biased, but what's John Vinyl without weed music? That's right, number 7, I believe. Number 7, Fruits Dieu by probably my favorite band in Quebec of like today, Fudge. I used to spam them all the time. I was like, hey, I know you guys follow me for Stoner and Sludge. This is a good local fucking album. Go fucking check it out. This band, I've seen them live and they kick so much fucking ass. And like I mentioned, folk music, there's a lot of folky tracks in there too that are just so beautiful. They have an unplugged album too that is just phenomenal, incredible. But this is filled with oh, just une tête comme la tienne, which is it's electric wizard feel. I was in my dorm and my buddy Xavier played this for me. He brought the record home. I was like, what the fuck is this? He's like, this is Fudge. It's just an incredible fucking record. I'm like, holy shit, okay. He played it. I was like, holy fuck. Holy shit, we have weed music in Quebec. Oh my fucking god. And I fell in love with it instantly. When the song Mourir j'aime trop ça and Enterré Vivant, those two ones are probably my favorites. Just fucking incredible. They kick so much fucking ass. So yeah, no, big recommendation, and it's super biased because it's not really known as a classic yet, but incredible record. Love this one so much. Now, number 6, I'm gonna be honest, I don't have really much to say about this album. I'll still include it anyway because it's a classic. Again, everyone in Quebec fucking knows this band. Genuinely, they're so fun to listen to. Beau Dommage by Beau Dommage.
Laisse-moi venir en ville, tape-moi sur ma tête de bois. Une fois laisse-moi pas tranquille, et quoi je pu m'en aller.
It's their guitar beats. Like, generally, you listen to this and like, fuck, the guitar playing is fucking incredible. It is so warm, it's so soothing, it's so folky. Again, it's the folk music. It's our imprint, man. You can't escape it, and it just adds so much flair to the album. Also, the vocal harmonies on this. Oh wow, just beautiful, man. There's even some little proggy tunes in there that are just add so much to the fucking album. But other than that, that's pretty much it. It's a fun folk album that, you know, anyone should listen to once in their life if you live in Quebec. Genuinely, beautiful record. Entirely just recommend it. Seriously, come on. I think it's like also like platinum too. It's a really high selling record here, and yeah, no, just beautiful. Also, that album includes a Christmas classic here in Quebec called 23 Décembre, which translates to 23rd of December. It's just a fun Christmas folk song. Christmas in Quebec, like folk music all around. There's the La Bottine Souriante, and even them, you dance to that shit. It's just so fun. It's fun. Christmas here is so fun. So yeah, shout out to Beau Dommage.
23 décembre, joyeux Noël, Monsieur Côté, salut TQ, on se reverra le 7 janvier. J'ai sur le cœur un jour.
We are now to top 5. My 5 biggest classic records in Quebec. We've made it to the 5. L'Étoile Thoracique, the Clopel Gag. Again, I'm trying to include some newer records. Like, we have a lot of classic old records, but I wasn't really trying to just put those on. I'm trying to put some new shit because generally we have new upcoming artists that are just incredible. Generally so incredible. And Clopel Gag is one of them. She is fucking mind-blowing, especially on this record. It's actually a pretty well-known record out of Quebec, I believe. Just a beast of an art pop record. It's so fucking nice. I love this album so much. It's such a beautiful and nice and fun listen. Like, the production on this and the orchestral passes that adds on this, it's just perfection. Yeah, no, just a genuine beautiful record. I love it so much. And my favorite part of the record is Clopel Gag's voice. What a beautiful voice. It's so bumpy, and what I mean by bumpy is it just moves you, man. It goes all over the place in such a good way. It's just so nice. It's beautiful. I love this record so much. Fucking right. Shout out Clopel Gag, seriously. Number 4. Now we're bringing back some hip hop here because, like I said, we have beautiful hip hop. And here's probably the biggest, one of the more influential hip hop albums out there in Quebec. La Force de Comprendre, Dubmatic.
Comment pourrais-je oublier les bons moments que nous passâmes ensemble, même s'il nous fallut du temps pour vraiment nous comprendre. Notre histoire débuta bizarrement par une dispute pour développer une amitié dont la force depuis début. Nous avions tant de choses en commun. Outre les cours et la musique, nous aimions le même type de femme, nous battions pour la réussite.
Dubmatic is generally like my favorite rap group in the scene of Quebec. That album has such incredible production. Genuinely, I love the first track. When I first heard the album, I was just so blown away how good that beat is. Seriously, Soul Pleureur is the best hip hop, the best French Canadian hip hop song, French hip hop song in general. It's just the best. I fucking love that track so goddamn much. So good.
Depuis ma tendre enfance qui ne me dit, ne me répéta pas, la vie est souvent injuste, tu grandiras et puis tu comprendras quel choc ce fut pour moi d'apprendre que tu ne serais plus là, me questionnant sans...
There's something so refreshing about his flow. I mean, for you guys, I'm sure it's just gonna be everything that you're gonna listen to is super refreshing because, you know, it's a new language. But in hip-hop form, I believe it's just something so different. I don't know how to put it, but the flows and the wordplay is just so fucking clean and smooth. That's why I just love this record so much. I think the rapping is just, and the flows are just so fun. Seriously, it's so awesome. And obviously just the production. It's such a good fucking produced album.
Tangible car sur cette île rien n'est impossible.
Nowadays you know it's all about the money. People drip and it's like an act funny. Oh, this madness goes on and on and on.
And there's a lot of soul influence on this too. A lot of the chorus on this album are really soul and even speak English, you know? Yeah, with that said, classic hip hop record from here. Dubmatic forever. Now number 3. This one, again, a little biased for me because you might know this one definitely because it's a classic in its genre. My favorite black metal album of all time, or just one of my favorite metal albums of all time in general. Il était une forêt, Gris.
Très loin. Trop loin.
That's right, Gris is from Quebec. Some of you might just listen to fucking metal, so you might know this record, but yeah, it's from Quebec. It's not from France, nor Germany. It's not from Europe. It's straight from the fucking Quebec City, motherfucker. Couldn't be more fucking proud because I love black metal so much. It's one of my favorite metal genres. Knowing that this one is from my province again, I'm just... fuck, man. Now, I want you to understand that winter is a big, important part of Quebec. You have huge snowstorms. It's fucking freezing here. And this album couldn't fit any other way. And I'm sure the members were really influenced by, you know, just the month of February because February is such a sad month. So imagine a sad month like February being into fucking winter time in Quebec, you know, it's absolutely soul crushing. And that's exactly how this album feels. Winter February in Quebec, it's fucking, it kills you, man. Vocals, the lyrics are super fucking edgy and disgusting. But it's so good. It's self-destructive, suicidal. The guitars, they're so fucking fuzzy. That level of fuzz, you would expect this on a Electric Wizard record, on Melvin's, any fucking stoner shit. But they managed to make it work on DSBM or just black metal in general. And the fucking mid-range is just so fucking cranked up to the point where it's just blasts you like a fucking ray of dark, ominous light. It just fucking crushes you, man. That guitar tone is something to chase for. Some might say it's shitty. I think it's just so fucking sexy and legendary. And it just fits so well with the sound. It's because it's so... I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain it. I just love that fucking sound. And with that tone and those chords... Oh my god. Pure melancholy. Pure raw sadness, emotions. You will listen to this and you'll just crash down fucking dead inside. And I've heard a lot of fucking Dead Inside style albums, and this one is probably one of my fucking number ones. It's like next to Disembowelment and fucking Angelic Process. Like, and that album, not just, you know, the fact that it's a DSBM album and it's just how soul killing it is. This album also has a lot of folk influence on it. And it's not just like your typical DSBM or just black metal record in general that you just plug in an acoustic guitar, play that shit like Agalloch. They execute it in such a good way because, you know, we grew up with that shit. We grew up with folk music, so obviously it's gonna be great, and it is. Across the whole album, there's acoustic guitar passes that add some warmth really needed to the album because the album is cold. It is sheer cold, so it just adds a little bit of balance to it. And it's, like I said, it's so well executed. I love this album so much, and yeah, it's in my top 3 because it's just so fucking good. Shout out. Coming in number 2, known as one of the most influential artists in Quebec, Jean Leloup. Ask any artist, ask anyone who's the most influential artist for you in Quebec. They'll tell you this one. Big chances they tell you this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 year, after 2 years, John the Wolf.
He had massive success with his other record, with his single Minne Second Way Exist. But 6 years later, he would drop this one. What a fucking bomb of a record. Genuinely. So fucking... It's weird. It's a really weird record because you listen to this whole thing and it feels like Ween. There's so many genres. Like, it's a fucking insane mess of a roller coaster. And I've said it before, there's albums that are just, you know, there's massive albums that are just still good. Kind of like the Life of Pablo by Kanye West, Quebec by Ween, The Mollusk by Ween, you know? And that's how this record feels, and it's executed so well. Because it's not just too vibe changing, you know? And it still comes from him, you know? The influences are so incredible. There's Ed Gall that is super fucking blues rock. Trip hop with the track Pigeon. Johnny Go, it's a fucking hip hop track. Vampire, noise rock, super fucking big black style. This album has it all, basically. It's genre bending, it's wonderful, and while there's still a lot of genres in this album, it's still Jean Leloup, you know? It's still his sound, it's still his way of... It's still his song structures, it's still classic, like it's... He's so weird, I can't even explain how good and cool this record is. He's so weird, but I love him. I love this record so much. You'll listen to this and you'll have a fucking blast, genuinely. And even the more serious songs will get you moving and stuff. Great record. At some point, it was like my favorite Quebec record of all time when I started college. But another one came after, which is next in the list. But anyway, yeah. I'm waiting for a tour, please. Or like literally anything. Like, dude, like, coming out of the woods. Like I said, he's not just weird in his music, but in life in general. He's a big weirdo, but he's our weirdo. He's just our cutie patootie. We love Jean Leloup here. Shout out to one of the most influential artists. And yeah, I don't think there's anyone like Jean Leloup. He's a genius, not just in Quebec, but in just music in general. In the whole world. Jean Leloup is a fucking genius. Number one, which is the long way to number one. The best album from Quebec, from the best band from Quebec. Harmonium by Harmonium. So yeah, number one. For the Quebecers that are watching this, you really shouldn't be surprised that it would be either this one or this one. Because come on. Or even one of these two from Harmonium. I would put these three on my top three because they're just that fucking good. They're just prog folk albums that are just so legendary and incredible. But that wouldn't be unfair. That'd be unfair for all the other ones. But yeah, no, Harmonium. By Harmonium, that's my number one. It will never change, genuinely. They won't fucking change my mind. He won't change my mind. They surely won't fucking change my mind. They suck now. Nah. Probably. Nah. No, Harmonium is still, like, it's forever. Harmonium forever, genuinely. Serge Fiori, the GOAT. Everything about this album is perfect. I don't even know where to start about this album, genuinely. I'm gonna be yapping for for a long time for this one. Guitars. Start with the guitars. This album is filled with fucking crazy guitars. They're incredible guitar players on this album. Genuinely, they're guitar titans, I like to call them, in this record. They're super proggy too with it. And they play through 12-string acoustics that just brings so much life. It brings so much life to the record. It is so beautiful. And the tone is just so warm too. Love it. Everything about this record is so warm. Seriously. A lot of vocal harmonies that are just fucking executed so well and soothingly, just insane by Serge Fiori. He has such a beautiful voice, and the harmonies on those, just fucking wow. Just fucking wow. So warm. Everything about this record is so warm. The guitars, the vocals, even the drums. Don't get me started about the bass. That bass tone, that woody, you know, Rickenbacker, like wooden tone, you know what I mean? But this record will turn your shitty Monday morning into just the most beautiful sunny afternoon that you're about to have. Also, the lyrics are just poetically just beautiful. Serge Fiori is a genius, an absolute genius. And his songwriting is absolutely beautiful. Even after Harmonium, you know, after their 3 masterpiece records, you know, where is it? Oh, there it is. He would, you know, do single shit, and even those records are just fucking beautiful, you know? Fiori Seguin, it's another one I recommend. Such beautiful shit. But yeah, no, fucking beautiful. Genuinely, there's nothing wrong with their discography. It's just so good. After you're done with this, please make sure you listen to these ones. These get really more proggy too. Like, some people prefer these two. And like I said, I have days where I'm like, this is the best one. Oh no, this one's the best one. This one's the best one. They're all equally as phenomenal, seriously. But I had to pick this one for number 1 because, well, it's my deep personal favorite. I grew up with some of these tracks, you know, and it's just, well, more known, you know, in the public. But yeah, this one is like very highly praised. And this one too. This one's a double album. It's a pretty long record, but it's just everything about it is just incredible. So yeah, Harmonium, please. Whole discography, man. It's top-notch folk, prog, incredible records, man. You might remember these from my first video that I put on YouTube, Good Night / Good Morning. But yeah, if that video didn't convince you to listen to those motherfuckers, now's the time. Come on, and start with this one, and then Les 5 Saisons, and then L'Heptade de Harmonium. Shout out to Harmonium. Rest in peace to Serge Fiori, who died on Saint Jean, which is our Quebec. It's like our 4th of July for Quebec. No, I lived a big like moment when he died too, but I'll save that for another video. I might do story times. That'd be awesome, of like concerts I go to, or like when I go to record stores, or like, you know, shit that happens with music, you know, because music moves me. It moves all of us, and especially in Quebec. There's nothing more important than culture in Quebec, I think so, and especially our music. Any art form here in Quebec is absolutely so beautiful. We have immaculate artists, but our music, nothing beats that, genuinely. Our style, our groove, our language, there's nothing, it's unfuckwithable, genuinely. And yeah, no, I'm so proud to be a Quebecois. I'm just so proud to live here in Quebec. And yeah, no, we have such good shit. I hope you guys check these out, seriously. Also, I'm really happy that Agent de Poitrine representing us in Quebec too. About time we have another band / artist that just makes it out of Quebec, out of big popularity. With welcome to the popular leagues with Kurtopsy and Godspeed. Now I'm just yapping, but yeah, no, that was my point. I mean, yeah, no, we have great music here in Quebec that is just so well loved in our culture that, you know, I hope it blows up to your culture too. It's always with love what we do, and especially our music, and these records here prove it. Yeah, I could never be more proud of being a Quebecois, seriously. So yeah, hope you guys liked this video. Shout out to Agent de Poitrine, rest in peace Serge Fiori, and yeah, that's pretty much for me. That was my top 10 essential Quebec albums that you should listen to. Love y'all.